G'day and welcome to Duckzorly Gaming and our Let's Play series on Beaver Creek, a map by Stevie. Okay, so we are continuing on. I don't know where we are. I haven't actually pulled up the HUD. Let's have a look at the HUD actually. End of day 4 of mid-autumn. So we're getting closer and closer to our winter season. And we've just been doing some production work. So we dropped off our large load of logs, I think in the last episode, over to the woodworking area. And we've just been over and got our sawdust and wood chips production actually running. So what we might do is we might just head straight over there and have a bit of a look. So head on over here. Now it is very, very noisy. So there you go. That's the wood chip production there. So we've added some fuel and we've added some sawdust. Now to get that one running, we had to wait for this one to be running, which it was, and produce some sawdust, which it did. And so we just brought the tractor over and loaded it up, and now it's all good. So that's all running. So we have our sawdust production running happily there now. We have our wood chip production running over here. We have our goods production here, our barrels, our boxes and our pallets all being produced there as well. And we have our timber pallets being produced over here as well. So for the first time ever in all my time playing any of Stevie's maps, or any map at all, we've actually got a full woodwork production or wood production area running. So it's never too late at all. What we'll do is, just while we're here, we'll grab what's in here. About 5,000 litres or so I think I saw. Yeah. And we'll just top this up. Now when we brought over the fuel tanker as well, we obviously had a lot more fuel than what we needed. So we loaded the fuel, the excess fuel, into the warehouse or the storage shed just over here, over yonder. And we'll go drive past that now. So there is fuel over here for when we need it. So all we need to do is probably look at buying a smaller tank, and we'll get that up and running. Alright, we'll be right back in a second. Got two things to check. Okay, sorry about that. Let's continue on. So we're going to take this tractor and trailer back over to the farm, and then what we are going to most likely do is, I don't know, I think the only thing we've got left to do now is basically continue on with our, oh pardon me, excuse that yawn, is to continue on with some woodwork. Like go grab the scorpion and do some more tree chopping. We are about to transition, obviously, as you can see. It's 20 to 7, so I thought we might do a transition just for something a little bit different. We don't do those very often. And the other thing we have to get up and running too is the composter. We haven't got that running at all, and we haven't got any of our greenhouses running yet either. So what we are going to have to most likely do is get started by buying our manure and do it that way. So anyway, right, leave that there. It's not parked very well, but that's okay. Alright, and likewise just leave this guy here. Alright, what we'll do is we'll shimmy over here very quickly to the Ponzi. There we are, the Scorpion King. Okay, so as you can see, we've chopped a little bit of wood down over here. There's some over there, so we've got to load up the truck. The truck, as I said before, has been emptied and it's now in its reloading stage, ready to go. So we've got a nice big load in the first A trailer, 3 trailers left. So let's actually, before we do anything else, let's fill those up. Then we'll know exactly where we're at with relation to the amount of timber we need to cut down. Now we've got more than enough timber sitting idle over at the timber yard as well, I think there's effectively about 3 trailers worth. So once we get this over there, we won't need to chop any more wood down for a considerable amount of time, other than just the fact of wanting to get this cleared so we can mow this grass when it's ready. Okay, so we want to load on the right side, and we want to start the load, which is B. We're not going to capture too much, which it didn't. Okay. Don't want to overstack. That'll do that one. Alright, now come up a little bit further. I'm going to go right side for him as well. Start loading. Now with the auto loader, and I mean obviously a lot of you have probably already know this, I found I just got to auto load initially just a little bit, then let the log settle. So on then off. And so they're not going to settle, are they? Come on. Alright, so now we've got to go around the other side. Now I'm probably going to get caught up on a stump there. So be careful. So I hope everyone is doing really well. We are trying to power through. We're just in the process of about to launch. We've been doing a lot of testing lately of our streaming. We are about to go with our first. I don't know what I'll do for that one. Our first live stream series. So we finally, with the internet being slightly upgraded, which was a pleasant surprise. We now have the capability to live stream. It is only at 720p standard, but that is better than nothing, certainly in my opinion. And we are going to get started with that. So I've been doing some test live streams thanks to Johnny V. He set me right with the settings we needed to set up, because he's got virtually exactly the same sort of connection speed and all that what I've got. So that helps significantly. And yeah, so we've got a fairly stable connection. It seems to look okay considering it's just a 720p connection. So yeah, we're ecstatic with that. We're looking forward to it. Get that one there. Alright, what we'll do is, that's about a full load. I'm going to have to go offload that. So we'll strap them down and we'll take them off. Can I transition yet? What we'll do is we'll do that in the morning. So we'll transition first. Just shut the truck off. We'll have a look at the beautiful sky as we transition. And here we go. We'll transition to dawn. Now I go to dawn because I want a bit of light. Going to morning, more often than not, you can be in total darkness. So I prefer to go to sort of morning light. There we go. Looks like I might be a little bit overcast as well. I didn't check the weather forecast before I did that. So still resting. So overnight we should have gained a fair bit of money, or a reasonable amount of money, from our production facilities. 15. There we go. So we had 11,000 vehicle running costs, 254 property maintenance, 15,000 property income, 1,680 animal upkeep, 784 harvest income. Now I want to know, why do we pay an animal upkeep when we've got to look after them ourselves? Anyway, some more harvest income. So yeah, we've made a bit of money. I think by that account, that's about, so far, about $15,000 a day we've made without actually selling anything off. More harvest income. So yeah, that's okay. At least we're in the green. We're not in the red. So we are making money, not losing money as we go through. So all right, let's take this over and dump all this wood. I think I got caught in a stump. Yeah. Now what we're going to do anyway is go the low road around the bottom of the field so I don't have to go up the hill. Alright, so now we're in the second last day of autumn. One more day of autumn to go. We'll try on the field because that's got to be ploughed. We don't want to ruin the grass that's regrowing. Now, I'm not so sure I'm going to get another chance to cut the grass before winter. However, I do want to be in a situation where I'm able to if I need to, or if I'm able to, like as in what's the name? So what we need to do first though actually is check to see, right, so our, what was that, soybeans, our soybeans crop on field 7 is now ready, so we'll be harvesting that. That'll be what we're doing today, and all the rest of the stuff is not worried to us at all, and the sugarcane there we'll be doing at some later date, most likely during winter at some point. So there will still be some stuff to do in winter, strangely enough, at doing sugarcane. Actually, while we're doing that, sorry, check the sugarcane. Yes, we can harvest all year round with this GEO, and if it comes in soon enough here, we can replant as well. So that's all well and good. And if we get really bored, in fact, let's. Yeah. See, that's a bit bizarre. Planting of sunflowers. I can't remember what GEO I'm running on this. Planting of sunflowers in winter. I have to double check to see what GEO I've got running on this. It doesn't seem to make any sense to me, but anyway. Alright, so that's what we'll do. We'll harvest all that. We won't probably do much more timber work. We'll leave that for winter because that's stuff we can do when it is snowing or we haven't got any plant action or crop action, I should say. So that's what we'll get stuck into as soon as we've offloaded all this. We'll go and get our combine and bring it down and get that going. So all this grass through here, as you can see, this is what we mowed and then baled. Don't like that close in shot. So yeah, there's a fair bit of grass we picked up naturally from around the fields, which is good on this map. Now you'll start to struggle coming up the hill. Really struggle coming up the hill. Base at the right level now because we're just going to cut through over here. And then we're on the gravel. And we're right now. With a downhill run now into the where the creek crossing of the creek crossing is, and then we're going to do a right turn into the timber production area. Alright, and there we are. And this pile over here, I want two things. I can either, oh well, I'm going to stack it all up. So what we're going to do, I'm going to see if I can do it relatively neatly. Right. Straps off. Make sure I unload on the right side. Unload all that. settle for a second. Okay. Next trailer up. Right side. Straps off. Unload. So once we've unloaded all this here, we're going to have plenty of timber to use in this plant. I've probably got plenty of timber there now. I'll do both of these together and where they are, so that's fine. Right side, L, Z. Right side, L, Z. Hopefully none of these will get caught under the trailers as I pull away, but undoubtedly they will. Having trouble unloading that plant. There he goes. Alright. So there we have a nice big stockpile of lumber, or timber, ready to go. I've got plenty of production queued up there, so we don't have to worry about that. What we will now do is we'll take this back around the production facility area, and we'll grab one of the other trucks and we'll grab the tipper. We'll have to take that over with the combine. Now, I was just thinking, and I think I've made myself a decision. I'm going to shock horror. It's all right, Andy, Mr. GTX. I'm okay. I'm going to stop using so much of the road trains, and I'm going to, I think, lower the capacity. Oh, where am I going? I've gone to the wrong facility, wrong area. That's right. I'm going here. And then do a turn. Yeah, I'm thinking that you've now seen more than enough of the wonderful road train pack. I've been using it ever since it was released for FS17. Really got my use out of it, so it's been great. But I might just go. Well, one of two things. I might just either drop the capacity, particularly of the tippers, and you still use those. I don't know. I'm not so sure because I haven't really found any other tippers I really like, to be honest. And what I'm going to do in relation to the bulk liquid transport trailers. Instead of using those, I'm going to use, and I have already started using them. I'm using one of them on this map now. I'm going to use the LS Mod Company GTX Tank Tech bulk liquid transport trailers, which I have, and I've personalised those as well. So we'll use those. We've got through this entrance up here. It's a bit easier to get into. And yes, that's what we might do. So I might start switching them out. I'll definitely start switching out the bulk liquid transport trailers on this map. So when you come back on the next episode, you'll probably find that most of the bulk liquid transport trailers in the road train variants will already be gone. So I'm going to park this so it's reasonably out of the way. That's just down in here. Alright, so yes, that's what we might do. So it's always good to shake things up a little bit. So again, I'm enjoying, in a way, not having the Zerions in this map, but by the same token, I do miss them. They're a wonderful tractor. Alright. So we'll leave that one there. He needs a bit of a wash. We'll take this Mac out. Wonderful sounding engine startup on this one. There's multiple engines that are available to it, and they all, or most of them, sound a little bit different. So they're very good in that regard. All right, what we might do. No, I'll do that later off camera. What we will do though is I'll have a look and see if there's a different tipper available. Well, I know there's a different one available. How much is that one? 61. We're going to buy that one. And I'm going to use that one now for this next job. And then the money that we've spent buying that will basically get back by selling all these other tanker trailers and all that sort of stuff. So I'll go over and collect that and then pre-position ourselves ready to get the combine. Then we'll get the combine and bring it down. By the time we do all that, it'll probably be time to end the episode. Lovely truck, this one. Do like this one. Relatively quiet inside the cab, which is nice. Just go. Oh dear, I was just thinking. No. Oh, Reefy, he'll be happy. Reefy's always happy when I crash. Something wrong with that lad, I tell ya. Mind you, I enjoy when he crashes too, so it's all good. Yeah, so we'll head over here. We'll grab the Flegel trailer. Where is that? Okay. Trailer now. So we'll head on over to the top of field 7. All right. It's interesting how the cotton harvester always shows up, even though it's got no engine running. But it shows the pardon me. So sorry. Shows it's up anyway. But anyway, that's fine. Right, so I'll take him up, come back here and get the harvester, and then we'll at least get started before we have to end the episode. Shortcut there. Have a look at the trees. Coming into winter, look at them. Looks lovely, doesn't it? It's one thing that Seasons has done that's really livened up the game in many ways is all these little touches that are now. I mean, look down there, you see the difference in the colour of the trees. It's, yeah, lovely. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to tab to the harvester, which is there. I'll bring him up. This is our, apart from the sugarcane, like I said before, this is the last field for this rotation where we need to harvest. Now we've also got a huge amount of cotton bales we need to get rid of and sell. because otherwise they're going to start coming out of that shed, because the shed hasn't got a lot of room in it now really once you start getting out to the middle of the shed with bales. But I think next season we'll also continue on with some cotton baling, some cotton growing and cotton baling. It is good fun. It's a bit different, but yeah, we'll have to. I mean, I guess I'm going to have to work out how profitable it's actually going to be. I mean, when we sell all those bales, which is from three fields, 2 large fields and 1 small field for this season, and we'll see exactly how much we've made. So what I will do is I'll just take them all at one go, or one session, probably off camera. In fact, no, we'll probably do it on camera, and we'll just sell them all, and just see how much money we can make from it. Alright. Unfold. Now I'm not going to bother doing a course play on this one. I think we're just going to use a hired hand and see if he can do the job for us without stuffing up too much. Alright. He's going to go off. He's got a fairly large capacity storage. What did he have? Let's go have a look. I think it was 60 odd thousand. Yeah, 60,000. So he's got a fair bit of room in there to go with that. So what's he done? 3. So he's probably going to get most of this field done in one load. So some of these harvesters I need to either back off a bit or use the normal non-water ones too. I mean, a lot of stuff I got into the bigger stuff because I was doing like things like broad acres and cherry hills and all that sort of stuff. Some of the bigger farms, but on these smaller ones it's a bit silly. So we'll remedy that. And in fact, that's what we'll do for the next season as well. Again, we'll swap this one out. We'll get its non-modded counterpart, so it's a little bit slower. So it's basically the original mod, so it's a little bit slower, and it doesn't have the huge storage capacity. I think this by default normally has its normal counterpart. So 60,000, yeah, 12,000. So this thing's got 5 times what it normally would have. So yeah, we'll fix that up. Alright, so that's it. So he's going to continue on. We will most likely leave it there. Well, we will leave it there. And when we come back, here will probably either be finished or in the process of finishing off. And then we can hopefully move along and get either some more grass work done, or some timber work, or we might even just do all the bale selling in the next episode and see how much money we make from that. Alright, anyway, thank you very much for watching and joining us here at Beaver Creek. This is Duckzorly at Duckzorly Gaming, wishing you a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening or night, no matter where around the world. Please don't forget to like and or subscribe, and we shall see you again very, very soon back here at Beaver Creek. Thanks very much for watching. See you later. Bye.